Decision 2018 coverage is presented by IT&E. Explore your world.
At this time, we will move on to our fifth and final main question of round one. The fifth main question is for Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio, who will have 2 minutes to respond. Will the question panelist randomly select a question from the secured box labeled round one? Question panelists, you may begin.
Question A1. What will you do to build Guam's economy during a political status change? In what ways will the current economy be affected?
I'm proud to say we've done great things and we'll continue to do those great things. Governor Calvo and all the governors prior have built the foundations that have been able to build our tourism industry. Our visitor arrivals, have seen record numbers and will continue to grow. No matter what the status is, we're going to need an economy that employs our people. We've got more people working now than we ever had before. We have the lowest unemployment records in 25 years. Household income has grown by 20%. We need to continue on that trajectory. Going out to visit the source markets that bring our tourists is the most important thing. We also need to focus, as I mentioned earlier, about agriculture. I think it's important that we not be able to bring in the things that we can produce ourselves. Be able to grow our economy also comes from my idea about giving tuition-free education here at the University of Guam, GCC, and the Guam Trades Academy. We need to give our education to our kids, just like Leon Guerrero talked about earlier. And I think a lot of our people can't afford to still go, even though there's federal grants, scholarships, and different loans that you can get. We need to enhance the abilities of our people. So whether you're going independence, free association, or statehood, we need to be able to build the people that build the economy. Jobs and talent is what gives you the job. You need to have the education. There are many people in our community who simply don't have the skills to be able to maintain the job that gives them the quality of life that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, the economy in any political status is going to be driven by the excellent abilities of our people. The Chamorros have demonstrated, and all the people of Guam who have lived here and melded, the Palauans, the Chukis, the Chinese, the Japanese, every person who's come here and made their home on Guam have contributed to our economy. We need to embrace, as Senator Dennis Rodriguez has talked about, the differences and the diversity of our economy and make it our strength. Every one of us understand that Chamorros are the core of the island. We need to educate our people, give them the jobs, give them the future, and grow our economy by growing our individuals. Jesus Masi. Thank you.
Thank you. For the rebuttal, each candidate will have 1 minute to respond. First, we will start with Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. You may begin.
Jesus Masi, we've been very reliant on our tourism and our military, those two industries, and we're going to continue to do that, in anything that we do, whether it's a transition to a different status. One thing we got to do is improve our self-sustainability. We have so much natural resources on Guam, whether it be our land, whether it be our people.
Could we get assistance with the microphone, please?
Check. Thank you. Okay, so we get to restart my clock? Okay, great. So as I talked about, we rely so much on our military and our tourism industry, and those are things that we must still continue to do. But self-sustainability, we always hear about it. We hear about we need to grow our own, our plants and our food. We really have to ensure that we put that forward and really do what we say we're going to do. Colonel Dave Cruz and I, one of the things we're going to do is start to get our community home, every home, start up a community garden right in your home so that our children will know how to grow their own food. The true farm to table will be happening in every home when Colonel Dave Cruz and I are elected into Adelup. Sejus Masi.
Thank you. Next, we have Senator Frank Ogen Jr. You may begin.
Thank you very much for that question. First of all, this whole decolonization situation is a process. So we need to ensure that there is a self-governance study that's completed, that the three task forces of independent statehood and free association has that opportunity to be able to update the information that they have for dissemination. After all that is completed, then the Commission on Decolonization will be tasked with an aggressive education campaign to ensure that the people of Guam are well informed of the process. After that, then we can call for a plebiscite so that the people, the native inhabitants of Guam, will have that opportunity to be able to render their vote in what status to select. Subsequent to that, and it's contingent on the ongoing litigation, the lawsuit, but subsequent to the decision of the people of Guam, the native inhabitants of Guam, there still has to be the formulation of a constitution. So it is a process that will take a number of years, and our economy will continue to grow and expand.
Thank you, Senator Ogen. Next, we have former Governor Carl T.C. Gutierrez. You may begin.
Thank you. During my first month as governor of Guam in 1995, I called together the community to come together and put a vision of 7 years to see what we could do about extricating ourselves from that very dire financial situation, especially with the business community. We put a vision in place that we said Guam was America in Asia. We were closer to Asia than to the United States. We put together a plan to go get ourselves in the #1 plan, the North American numbering plan. That's why you enjoy 2 cents or 1 cent a minute instead of $4 a minute. We put more fiber optics coming in and going out of Guam, so we are now poised to take advantage of that. So no matter what status we have, we work with the business community and optimize the use of the resources that we already put in there. And we will continue to do so we can keep up with technology so that our people of Guam coming out of school will have a good, high-paying job.
Thank you. Next, we have former Senator Leon Guerrero. Your time begins now.
The greatest benefit in determining our political status is that we will have control of our fate. We will have control of our identity. We will have control of our laws. We will have control of our culture, our language. Those are the greatest benefits of a determination that we can make in any political status. What I would do is I would look at expanding our industries. We have tourism and military. Why can't we go to foreign countries, because now we have negotiating power, go to foreign countries and alliances and bring in investors. Let's increase our aquaculture. Let's increase our fishery. Let's increase transshipment. Let's increase transportation. Those are all within our controls. And with that, we will have a lively economy.
Thank you. Thank you, candidates, for your responses to the questions. This concludes our first round of the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes round 1. We will now take a 20-minute intermission. When we come back, we will see you for the second round of the One Guam Gubernatorial Debate on Decolonization. Please stay tuned.
Decision 2018 coverage is presented by IT&E. Explore your world.